Hello and welcome to the fifth and final module of our Youth Use of E-Cigarette educational series, E-Cigarette Addiction and Cessation Resources. In Lancaster County, it's important to know that today's tobacco landscape is vastly different than the landscape that we saw when we were young people. 27.4% of our 9th through 12th graders reported using an e-cigarette in the last 30 days in Lancaster County in 2019, versus only 4.4% of them reporting using commercial combustible tobacco. So what has this possibly led to? E-cigarette addiction in youth is a very real concern, and it's more concerning because many youth are not aware that e-cigarettes do contain nicotine. The nicotine content does vary widely by brand, and since 2013, the nicotine content in e-juice and e-cigarettes has increased over 100%. A lot of this was driven by the introduction of Juul in 2015, which is one of the highest concentration nicotine products currently on the market at either 3 or 5%. And those 5% Juul pods contain as much nicotine as about 20 to 40 traditional combustible cigarettes. So it's important to make your youth aware that by using these products, they are exposing themselves to an addictive chemical that does have a lasting impact on their brains and possibly their futures. If you have a young person whom you would like to help quit, there are resources. The first option is, of course, to always speak to your or your child's healthcare provider about the specific needs of your family. Another thing that has been found to be effective for youth is text or digital cessation platforms. Very recently, the Mayo Clinic and Truth Initiative partnered, and they created a text-based cessation resource for young people called This Is Quitting. It's a 5-week program, and it's free, and youth can access it by texting Ditch Juul to 88709. They found that after 5 weeks, they had about 27,000 young people enroll in this program, so that just gives you an idea of the scope of e-cigarette use among our youth. And they found that 61% of the young people who use this system had within 2 weeks either quit completely or reduced their use, which is phenomenal findings for the beginning of this program. The This Is Quitting program also has a portal for adults that allows you to provide support to your young person as they're trying to quit using e-cigarettes. And you can access that free resource, again, by texting QUIT to the number on the screen. Finally, a resource for those 16 and older in our state is the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line. This quit line is available for those who are interested in pairing both behavioral counseling and if you're over 18, right now, the quit line is offering free nicotine replacement therapy, a 2-week supply for those, again, over 18 with no chronic conditions. So all you have to do is call in. You complete a behavioral counseling session, they'll ask you some questions, and then they'll mail you either the gum, the patch, or the lozenge directly to your home. And people can access this quit line in English, Spanish, or over 100 other languages as well. So finally, it's important, parents, guardians, and youth leaders, that we know the risk of youth use of e-cigarettes, that we take action, and that we protect our kids. This call to action was given to us by the Surgeon General in 2017 when he first declared youth use of e-cigarettes an epidemic across the United States. And you can learn more about the risk of youth use and what you can do in your community, or here in Lincoln, hopefully, at ecigarettes.surgeongeneral.gov. Thank you very much for attending our 5-part series.